Advertisement. They are everywhere, from online to outdoors in forms of billboards, public transport, live events, universities, and posters. You can't escape them. Developing cities like Nottingham is plagued by advertisement. Why is it the case now? Nottingham was once the Queen of the Midlands, offered so much variety of consumer goods that overcome their neighbouring competitors, offering different ranges from sensational fashion to pharmaceutical phenomena, while have sister shopping centres like Victoria Centre and Broadmarsh, fulfilling consumer routine for loyal customers to enjoy shopping in Nottingham, rewarding their loyal customers a pleasant memory to remember and the yearn to return for a more refreshing experience instead of suffocated by overflowing advertisements. However, a dramatic shift had turned for Nottingham on how they promote consumer goods, turning away from entertaining customers to obliging them to buy their product. Is advertisement a natural thing, or did it develop over time? Can you even consider it being overused? How bad can ads possibly be? Let's see. The current state that Victoria Centre is at has a massive electric billboard of 11.52 meters width and 7.68 meters height, making it the largest billboard for the East Midlands. For an average electric billboard in that size would consume the amount of energy worth of 85 to 100 average UK homes per day, while have a colony of BT digital billboards across busy pedestrian pathways in the city centre, promising to promote local businesses. However, the truth is far from it, as I see corporate brands taking each space, leaving out small businesses. Then, my curiosity led me to ask members of the public on what advertisements they would personally recall. Asked a handful of college students how advertisement made them remember either in a good or bad way, asking predominantly what's an advert that changed how you see a brand forever.
I would say an advert that changed how you see a brand. I would say that the Nike ads, how like they encourage people to work out more, get active, and like helps people get fit, and it like saves like them from getting diabetes or like unfit, like it.
Yeah, do you usually shop at Nike?
No, not necessarily, but I feel like it's good for people who do shop there. Yeah, I get shoes there sometimes, maybe.
Ooh, that's a hard one. Pepto-Bismol advert, you know the one I'm on about? Yeah, that one was a bit irritating.
Why was it irritating?
I don't know, I just kept seeing it on when I was trying to watch I'm a Celebrity, it was just on all the time.
Okay.
And I got a bit sick of it, to be honest.
Thank you for your time.
It's alright.
I would say the advert I think it was a Coke advert where they used Pepsi cans as stilts to reach Coke on the vending machine. I would say it definitely made me like the brand more. I think that competitiveness between brands in adverts makes them a bit more desirable, a bit more compelling.
And do you think ads shape trends, or do they chase them?
I think some brands sort of create the trends and then others kind of follow them. Like for example on Twitter, when Wendy's was on Twitter like flipping beefing with everyone, like starting arguments all over the place, a lot of other brands followed suit because they saw the amount of engagement and interaction they were getting from that, and how many people were sort of looking at their brand because of their social media presence. So I think there are some brands that are sort of pioneer, start off ideas, trailblaze it for everyone else, and then the other ones can sort of follow it.
Before, there was a clear and defined settlement for advertisement, commonly found within their owner's setting, like supermarkets or cinemas, occasionally take further approach on reaching more audience through available medias like broadcast, prints, nearest billboard or door-to-door salesman. What brought places like Nottingham become an ad-cluttered hotspot? When Nottingham formally declared bankrupt to the public on late November 2023, they became desperate to find short-term solutions to earn a quick sum of cash, as there is not enough shops within the market to fulfill demanding tax. Due to the long-term effect COVID caused, while the council made poor decisions on energy investment, desensitizing the council's decision on careful planning for businesses in Nottingham should be laid out. Hence, without hesitation to demolish the Broadmoor shopping centre, redeveloped as a public park and under-constructed community diagnostic centre, leaving Victoria Centre to be the dominant shopping centre instead of having balanced ownership between private and council, securing power for private owners to shape the environment of Nottingham than the City Council. I carried another glimpse of how advertisement being incorporated into Nottingham, looking at the entertainment side in the local area, that there are a handful of popular venues, including Motorpoint Arena, built in the 2000s. When I heard the name of the arena, I thought it was just a unique name for an indoor venue, until I have been told that the name itself is a form of advertisement. I am standing here outside in Motorpoint Arena, and as well, the Motorpoint Arena, in its name itself, is a form of advertisement on their vehicles, and they even advertise in sports events within the arena. Then, I went further into the rabbit hole on how automobiles became the ideal world for advertisements, since they have been introduced on the market from post-war. I had raised this issue to Ricky Marr, digital marketing in Nottingham College, based on what I have experienced from an electric vehicle showcase at Old Market Square, having an interesting response from him.
Behind that question.
Yeah, like as I saw recently in Nottingham, when I went past through the Old Market Square, I see like reputable car brands like Volvo or Land Rover or Mike Lauren, electric cars to promote economic, sustainable way of transport.
Yeah,
I've seen that recently.
Yeah. I mean, and that should be a good thing, right? You know, that should be a good thing. But don't forget, for years and years and years, we could have had electric cars in the 1950s. But for years and years and years, the car industry didn't want us to have them because they wanted us to buy petrol. The only reason we've got electric cars now is because they're allowing that to happen. And that's because of law change and because of sustainability initiatives and all the rest of it. But for years, the car industry has pushed fossil fuels over electric cars very much on purpose. You know, they're not always nice people, these brands. They have, I wouldn't say they're evil, but they are there to serve their own purposes. And if that's selling you food that's going to make you fat and give you diabetes and kill you, then that's what they'll do. If it's selling you cars, they'll sell you cars. You know, if it's fossil fuels, they'll sell you fossil fuels. If they can make much electric, it's electric. But they can be quite low on morals, as much as they do have a corporate responsibility.
Even if advertisement is not causing such harm within a human face level, but uncontrolled amount of it will damage our community within one way or another. Having a social stigma of deprived income areas being the victims of the attack, but everyone is the prey under advertisement, as it's taken a different audience who are more well-incomed within the current cost of living, having Nottingham a great example of the dramatic shift that advertisement hungers for new audience to manipulate who thrive on the economy today. Will it be too late to enforce advertisement, or will it be left to continue leeching off the joy of the area where community once experienced How worse can ads be?